Hi guys, it's Thatsjaylin and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4, and today I'm doing something a tiny bit different in several ways. So first of all, this is a base game build, which I'm really excited about because I like doing things that are more accessible to people. You know, it makes me feel good. I imagine it makes people that download it feel good as well. So there's that, and also this is actually a build challenge. So this is Simmer Erin's 10-minute dump build challenge, and basically in this challenge you have 10 minutes to get as many items out of the buy catalog as you can, and those are the only items you can use to build your house. But once you have those items out, you can, of course, you can replicate them and you can also recolor them, but those are the only items from the buy catalog that you can use. And so that is basically essentially the challenge. And like I said, it is by Simmer Erin, who is on YouTube here. She's really sweet. I will talk about her in just a second, but the rules to this challenge will be linked in the description if you'd like to try it out yourself. I highly recommend it because it was very fun, if not very stressful. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, I'm just going to take a second here to talk about Erin, who is a very, very kind and very supportive simmer here on YouTube, and she has been so nice and kind to me when I'm like pretty new in this community. I've only been doing this thing for about a month now, but she was one of the first people I can remember who've like watched any of my videos and commented on them and really like was positive and gave me some nice feedback and stuff. So that was so nice of her, and she's been like consistently watching my videos ever since. I've been watching hers too because they're really good, but she's been like watching my videos ever since, and she still comments on them, and she's like really supportive of a lot of people. So it's not just me, she's very supportive of like most people that I know of in this community so far, and she's so great about that. Like, you can tell that she really just wants to spread positivity and be nice to everybody. So yeah, she's a really nice person, and I highly recommend that you go check out her channel. She does mostly cast videos, and in these cast videos, it's a cast usually of a single sim, and then she talks about like a topic that's not necessarily related to the cast video, but they're good stories, good topics that she talks about and stuff. So it's really interesting. Yeah, but I'm a fan of her channel, so I will also, of course, link her channel in the description. So that is Erin for you. But anyway, like I was saying, she's very supportive of me, which is a good segue into what I want to talk about today. So I'm not going to be talking about this build too much. As per the description, not the description, the title of this video probably says something along the lines of like, let's chat or something like that, because I want to talk about something that's been on my mind recently. So you may or may not know that last week I was away, so I had pre-recorded videos going up, but I received like a lot of support on those videos. I mean, for me, for other people I imagine it would be a very small amount of support, but like for me it meant a lot, and that is actually what I want to talk about. So the thing is, with this whole YouTube thing, and also with me just as a person, I find myself comparing my channel and like my analytics and everything like that to other people's really often, and I wish that I didn't do that, but that's just the way I am with basically everything in my life. Like, it's not just YouTube, it's pretty much everything. I'm like, school, I have to be the best. So yeah, I've noticed myself doing that a lot, but it doesn't really like feel pleasant to do that, you know? Like, it's not like, oh, I feel so great, I've just looked at other people that are having way more success than me. And I don't want to talk about numbers too much, but I mean, based on my observations of my channel, I am not growing at a consistent rate that other people are. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that too much because I really don't mind it either. Like I said, this is gonna be where I get a little bit mushy here, but I guess what I just want to say is that I feel like it's really important to realize that wherever you are in your life right now, you're always going to want more. Like, that's just a fact of life. You can be grateful for what you have, obviously, but you're always going to like wish that you could be further along than you were. You're always gonna wish that, you know, you were where someone else is. I think that's just natural because there's always going to be someone better than you. Like, that's just inevitable. And so basically, I just want to share with you the excitement that I was feeling when I was receiving this like 3 comments on one of my videos and 5 comments on one of my other videos, because it's just really, it felt really good, you know, to have people like watching my content and knowing that they enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed it. Otherwise, it was just like empty comments, which would make me sad. But that's the point, is that it felt good. So I just want you guys to remember, because a lot of people that watch this do YouTube, and obviously this also applies to other areas of your life, I just want you to remember that, you know, think about where you were like half a year ago, and think about how happy yourself half a year ago would be to see you here. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, it'll only get better, like your life will only get better, because I know it's not true. We all know that's not true. Like, your life is bound to get worse. Maybe before it gets better, maybe it's non-linear. Like with this YouTube analogy, like, for example, maybe you gain five subscribers, but then you lose 1 subscriber, and the 1 subscriber is what you see, and you're sad. But yourself, before you had those 5 subscribers, would be like, wow, I got 4 subscribers from when I last checked. Like, I'm really happy about that. And so it's like, just remember that the people who are watching your content, like, and appreciating it and enjoying it, they mean a lot more than people who aren't watching your content. And also remember, nothing is a race. Nothing has to be like, oh, I'm just here and I want to do better than everybody else. Because trust me, I get it. I'm very, very competitive. Like everything, I really need. I always want to be the best, which is stupid because you can't be the best at everything. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, this is really rambly, but I just really wanted to share this because I just can't stop thinking about that, about like how in like maybe a year, if I keep doing, I mean, I know I will keep doing YouTube, but if I grow at any point in time, if my channel grows, and I would look back on this moment where I had gotten like 5 comments on a video, and I'd be like, wow, like big whoop, 5 comments on a video, very cool, fabulous, Jacqueline of the past, like cool, awesome. But like, not really, because I'm getting more comments. Wah. So that is what I imagine that I would probably react to, you know, what I'm getting excited about right now. But I just want to really reiterate again that obviously it's okay to like have goals for yourself and have things that you want. Like, that's how people grow. But you need to remember to appreciate where you are in life right now, because I know things like seem bad, and this is gonna get like, this could apply to anything in life, like I said before, not just YouTube, but like things will seem bad and you will be able to think of a million ways that you would like this to be different. Like, you'll be able to think of a million different things about your life that you would rather have a different way. And that's fair, but just remember that like a while ago you could have thought of 2 million different ways that you would have wanted your life to be different. And, you know, 1 million of those ways have happened at this point. And even if those haven't happened, they will happen at some point. That's also what you have to remember, is that things will happen. Like, life as a concept is unable to just remain static if you don't let it. Like, if you just keep going at what you're doing, this is what I tell myself if I feel like I'm losing motivation for YouTube, especially, or for like anything, is that even if it doesn't happen, like, it's inevitable that it will happen at some point. And I don't know, that's really where the comparison thing comes in, because there's this idea that you have to do stuff at the same rate as other people, especially because, I don't know, for me, not to get like really personal or anything, but like, I'm in high school right now, right? So there's all of these people who are like super overachieving at everything, and then it feels like, you know, there's those people, and then there's the people that can't work 24/7 or aren't perfect at every single thing, and you're kind of just there. You're like, where do I fit in here? Because everybody else has this figured out, and then there's me. And I think that applies to, you know, most stages of life. But the thing is that, you know, you can't live your life telling yourself that I'm a failure if I am not at the same place that everybody else is, because that's just not, that can't be how life is, you know? Like, you cannot expect yourself to be where everybody else is all the time, because, well, not only are there different factors at play, but, you know, the world doesn't work that way. Sometimes people are born with an ability to do something, or sometimes people just get lucky and something good happens for them, and, you know, it's good for them, but it's kind of unfair for you, I guess. But yeah, so that was my little pep talk, mostly just for me. But basically, the takeaway from this is just, you know, think about the future, think about the past, but live in the present, live in the moment, and remember that you are happy where you are. You can want to be somewhere else, but where you are is where you are. And if you can learn to be happy there and learn to grow there and achieve what you want, I think that is how you will probably be happy. So yeah, this is really, like I said, this is really more for me. I mean, hopefully it helps somebody else out. I always find that. The thing is, this is not like my first account where I've done something. I had another account before this, but that was like an Instagram account. It wasn't a YouTube channel, which obviously takes a lot more time and investment than an Instagram account, but I did these types of like pep talks on there whenever I was feeling down. I was like, hey guys, chin up, be happy. And then people would always reply to it and they'd be like, wow, like I needed this, you know? So hopefully this helps somebody besides me, but it does help me because, yeah, I don't know. It just always helps to stay positive, and I hate it when people say that because it's not like, oh, I've decided I'm going to be positive, now everything is solved, you know? Like, that's stupid, that's not how it works. But if you stay positive, you can kind of see the good in things better, and it does help. It doesn't fix stuff, but it helps you to fix stuff. So yeah, that's where I am, but after that little mini rant, I'm not sure what else I can talk about because I kind of planned to babble for this whole video. I don't know, I was kind of being a complete hypocrite this entire little like positivity speech thing, because to be honest, if you know me in real life, ooh boy, I am like painfully negative. People get really annoyed by it really fast, but let's see. I can talk about my life. So I'm going back to school in about a month or so. Yeah, like 3 weeks from now, I think. And I am not excited about it at all whatsoever, even the slightest teensiest little bit. Because I have, yeah, it's high school. I don't know, what else can you say about it? I mean, the thing is, like, I really enjoy learning and like reading and all of that stuff. It's like one of my favorite things. Like, if you know me in real life, I'm a total nerd. Like, I will not deny that, even in the slightest bit. But I hate school because of how like competitive it makes it, and I'm sure this isn't the case everywhere, but like where I live is a very academically competitive atmosphere. So, I mean, not for everybody. Like, some of the people that go to my school just do not care at all, but some of the people that go to my school are like, they're aiming for like Harvard and Yale, and it's crazy. I just want to cry because the thing is, like, I would like to go to those places, like, for sure. And I guess I am smart. Like, people will tell me that. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're smart. But I don't think I'm smart enough to go to any of those places anyway. And those places are so, let's not trash them, but they're so institutionalized in the way that they make everything into such a, I don't know, everything just becomes such a competition. I know I already said that, but like that's kind of how it is with my high school, right? There's all this like people that they all want to be the smartest and they all want to be like the most intelligent, and they're all trying to do all these different things too. Because it's weird, because even some of the like the more popular people, and I hate to be the stereotypical or like the stereotyper that's like, oh yeah, the popular people aren't smart, because that's not true. Popular people can be smart, but even the popular people like want to be the smartest people, and it's very stressful to like be in that environment all the time. And I know that this is like me complaining about it from an American standpoint, of course. I know that in other countries that are really technically advanced and stuff like that, like they've got more competitive atmospheres than we do here. But like where I live, I'd say it's one of the most competitive areas in the United States. So yeah. But I don't know, I just feel very stressed out about that. And it's not just that, like everything about the school year, the upcoming school year, is I find very stressful, and I don't know why, but I'm just kind of dealing with it, I suppose, as it comes. I'm sure you'll be able to tell, like once we get into the school year more, I will, like, you'll be able to hear me, I'll sound more stressed, because the thing is, this is not me stressed at all, and people, like I'll talk fast, I will sound anxious, I guarantee you 100%, because I am not like the type of person that can just chill. I know some people just go into the school year, they act exactly the same as they do during the summer. Like one of my friends, friend, I hesitate to use that word because, yeah, I just hate calling people my friends, because then if they like hear me call them my friend, then they're like, no, we're not friends, what are you talking about? Like, gross, you know? So yeah, a girl that I am relatively acquainted with, and other people that like hang out with her because she's pretty popular, but these people, like, they just chill, and right, like, they care about their schoolwork and stuff, but they just chill, and I cannot do that, because it's like as soon as I have a stressor on my mind, everything becomes stressful. That's what's happening right now. I'm like, oh, school in a month, stressful, and the thing is, like, this year isn't even going to be that stressful. Like, I'm taking 2 honors classes, that's it. Because the thing is, I'm going to be in sophomore year, right? And our school doesn't allow us to take APs sophomore year, which, like, believe me, if we could, I would be in so many AP classes. Ooh, yikes. Because you should see, I mean, we had to make this whole, like, plan thing of what classes we're going to take every year, which is obviously, like, loose. It's not totally set in stone yet. We could still change stuff, but I've got, like, tons and tons of APs lined up for junior and senior year. Can't wait for that, am I right, guys? Yeah. No, I'm not. But yeah, I mean, 2 honors classes is really not that bad. It's honors pre-calc and honors chem. So, or pre-calc honors and chem honors. I don't know why I said the honors first. That's not really how we typically say it here. But yeah, so those shouldn't even be that hard for me. Like, I love math except for geometry, because fun story about my geometry teacher, because I took geometry in 8th grade. Oh, what's the 8th grader? I'm so this was me like 2 years ago. Okay, sorry. I know, here's the thing, I'm like exposing myself on here as a young child, and everybody that watches me is like at least in college, and I just hear like, yeah, high school guys, am I right? Ugh. Oh no, this is very bad. Okay, we're gonna pretend that I'm not like so much younger than everybody else that does Sims YouTube, and just, you know, I figure this is a good thing for me, right? If I do it for a long enough time, surely eventually I will get good at it, and then by the time I'm actually old enough to be a Sims YouTuber, like an actual Sims YouTuber, I'll be good at it, right? Right. That's good logic. Solid logic coming from me. But anyway, oh, let's see, I'll actually talk about the build now. So, I kind of cheated here. Please forgive me with the build challenge. With the outside, I did cheat, and I'm not gonna lie. So, first of all, the debug items. Oh my god, this is my first time building with them, and I love them so much. Like, more than I ever thought I would love any items in the game, and they're just so beautiful. The plants and everything is so beautiful, okay? So I love this stuff a lot, and I'm really, really obsessed with it. So yeah, I had to obviously cheat and go into the buy mode to get these items from debug, because, you know, debug is, or these items in debug were in the buy catalog, not the build catalog, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but we're not going to get into that right now. Anyway, so I did cheat to do that, and then I also cheated with the items on the back, in the backyard, because those are from the buy catalog. So this technically, like, basically considered the backyard a barren thing with a pool in it, because otherwise I just totally cheated. But anyway, guys, that was the end of the build right there. So thank you so much for watching this, listening to my little rant and stuff. It means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can like and comment on it to let me know, and then also you can make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And you can also download this build on the Sims 4 gallery. It's base game. Did I mention that it's base game? But yeah, that's it. Bye.